Hey, what's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another episode of Sports Picks with Big Zay. I'm gonna give y'all my MLB picks for Monday, September 5th, 2022. And boy, it was a really good weekend, man. I cashed a few parlays myself, made some money. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope everybody made some money. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this slate. The first game, we got the Mets taking on the Pirates. We got Taiwan Walker going up against Mitch Keller. And the Mets lost back-to-back games to the Nationals. And the last game, we didn't want to take the Mets. We took the over, which actually turned out to be a push. We took the over 8. Nationals eventually won that game 7-1. But in this one, I'm kind of nervous to ride with the Mets as well. But one thing I do think is going to happen, I think the Mets is going to score more runs this game, especially going up against Mitch Keller. The Mets do favor right-hand pitching, and the Mets scored 1-1 in back-to-back games. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pirates put a few runs on Taiwan Walker too, but he has pitched better on the road than he has at home. I like the over 8 in the Mets and Pirates game. I think the Mets can get to Mitch Keller. I think the Mets win this game maybe like 5-4, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Pirates hang in there, especially since we've seen the Nationals take 2 games in that series. So in the Mets and Pirates game, I'm going to take the over 8. Next game, we got the Twins taking on the Yankees. We got Chris Archer going up against Jameson Taillon. And it seems like every time Taillon's on the mound, the Yankees do back him up. But I am worried in this game, considering they're going up against the Twins with a strong offensive lineup. I wouldn't say as strong as the Yankees, but, as of late, I would say they're as strong, if not better. Been playing and hitting the ball way better than the Yankees have. And they're going up against Chris Archer. Last time Chris Archer went up against his Yankees team, the Twins got the win, and they won in high fashion as they got the 8-1 win. The Yankees only put up 1 run in that game. Chris Archer had 5 innings played. He only gave up 2 hits and 1 earned run. And Jameson Taillon, last time he went up against his Twins team, the Yankees got the win. They won 10-4. He had 4 innings played. He had 9 hits and 4 earned runs. So last time he was on the mound, he did have a lot of hits. It did seem like the Twins was going to score more runs than they did, but they couldn't get to Taillon as much as the Yankees did to their pitcher. But the thing about it is the Yankees offense hasn't been performing as of late. I don't know if they can get another 10 runs. Lately they've been getting 4-run, 3-run, 5-1 runs. And if that's the case, I see the Twins hanging in this game. I'm going to take the Twins plus 1.5. And till the Yankees show me something, I just got to keep fading them. I feel like they're still on a struggle. Even though they won last game, we still cashed some money in them race series. We had to raise 2 out of 3. So I'm going to take the Twins plus 1.5. Next game, we got the Blue Jays taking on the Orioles. We got Kevin Gausman going up against Jordan Lyles. Jordan Lyles done went up against his Blue Jays team twice, and he done beat them both times. One time winning 6-5, the second time winning 7-4. And he got 10 innings played, 13 hits, 6 earned runs. So he hasn't been pitching the best against the Blue Jays, but it's been good enough for them to win. Kevin Gausman has been up against his Orioles team just once. He lost 10-2. They had to relieve him after 2 innings. He had 7 hits and 5 earned runs in the first 2 innings. I do think he cleans up his act this time. I don't expect him to just pitch 2 innings and give up another 5 runs to this team. Even though the Orioles have been one of the hotter teams, you see they broke 71 wins. So they're only a couple games behind this Blue Jays team. And just think about it is overall, even though Kevin Gausman had a bad game last time against his Orioles, I think he's been pitching a lot better than Jordan Lyles on the season. Kevin Gausman 140 innings played, the Jordan Lyles 152 innings. Jordan Lyles do got 12 more innings than him. However, he got 20 more hits with 39 less Ks, 25 more walks, and 12 more home runs. So only to have 12 more innings, I feel like he should have more Ks than he got 39 less Ks than Gausman. He got 12 more home runs, 25 more walks. On the season, I just think Kevin Gausman has been pitching better than Jordan Lyles on the season. I'm going to take the Blue Jays on the money line in this doubleheader game, and the Blue Jays against the Orioles. Next game, we got the Red Sox taking on the Rays. We got Michael Wacha going up against Luis Patino. And I think these are really good pitchers. I think the runs are going to be hard to come by. Red Sox is coming all the way from Boston to Tampa Bay. But one thing I don't like is last time Michael Walker was on the mound against this Rays team, the Rays did get to him. He gave up 4 earned runs to this Rays team, and the Red Sox barely escaped the win. They won 8-7. I feel like if he gives up another 4 or 5 runs to the Rays team this time, they're not going to escape the win. I don't think the Red Sox offense is going to be as potent as it has been, considering they do got to make that travel. But the over and under is only at 7.5. I'm going to take the over 7. I'm going to take a shot. I think the Rays can get the over almost by themselves, especially if Walker has another outing like he did last time. And that was at the Red Sox. Now he got a pitch at the Rays. I really don't like his chances. I'm going to take the over 7 in the Red Sox and Rays game. Next game, we got the Brewers taking on the Rockies. We got Adrian Hauser going up against Ryan Feltner. And in this one, I don't like both these pitchers. I think these both of the weaker link pitchers out of both these teams, especially the Brewers. I do not like backing Adrian Hauser. He just got a home run problem. He gives up a lot of hits, a lot of walks. Same with Ryan Feltner on the other hand, high 5 ERA. They got the over and under at 11. I'm going to take over 10. We still get a good price for the over 10. I think the over 10 is a definite cash. Even if the Brewers win 6-4 or the Rockies win 6-4, you know what I'm saying? At least we can get a push maybe with the over 10 instead of over 11. But I'm going to take the over 10 in the Brewers and Rockies game. Next game, we got the Nationals taking on the Cardinals. We got Anibal Sanchez going up against Jack Flaherty. And Jack Flaherty is back pitching again. And he's only pitched a couple games this season. But in them couple games, I have not been impressed. Not enough for me to take the Cardinals on the money line, especially when the Nationals just beat the Mets in back-to-back games. I'm hoping the Nationals can bring some of that momentum into this series because the Cardinals at -220, I think the best bet, actually at -267, I think the best bet is the Nationals plus 2.5. You still get a really good price for the Nationals plus 2.5. I think they keep it close. Anibal Sanchez gave up 6 earned runs to this Cardinals team last time they went up against each other, and that was all the Cardinals gave was 6 runs. They won 6-1. I think Nationals offense been kind of coming alive lately. I think the offense can back them up a little here, considering Jack Flaherty hasn't been pitching his best, even though he hasn't been pitching at all this year at all. Until I see something, a little win streak from him, until I see he can strike batters out like he did in his past seasons, I'm going to have to take the Nationals at plus 2.5. Next game, we got the Blue Jays taking on the Orioles. We got Jose Barrios going up against Mike Baumann. And in this one, I really like Jose Barrios. I think he's the way better pitcher. It all depends on the hitters. And the Blue Jays offense has been hitting lately, not the best, but they've been averaging 4 to 5 to 6 runs and getting the win. I think that's going to be good enough to get it done here. I'm going to take the Blue Jays on the money line. I'm going to go for the Blue Jays on the sweep today against the Orioles in Game 1 and Game 2. Next game, we got the Diamondbacks taking on the Padres. We got Ryan Nelson going up against Blake Snell. And even though the Diamondbacks been on red hot, they're on a road streak right now. They're on a away road streak. They're just beating everybody at their hometown. This is a Padres team that been OPS in the past 30 days have been hitting right-hand pitching really good. And we don't have too much information on Ryan Nelson. We haven't seen him too much. So for him to start his first game against the Padres offense in San Diego, I really don't like his chances. We see the Padres at -220. I think this -220 is right. I'm going to take the Padres on the run line at -1.5. Next game, we got the White Sox taking on the Mariners. We got Lance Lynn going up against Marco Gonzalez. And, White Sox OPS in the last 30 days against lefties, I think they're favoring lefties pretty good. Not as good as it was at the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the season, it was one of the best teams against left-hand pitching. But I think they still got it in them. Going against Marco Gonzalez, who got a lot of innings played. I think we're going to see more regression in his game as the season continues to go on. I'm going to take the over 7 in the White Sox and Mariners game. I really don't like how Lance Lynn has been pitching either. I think he's far better than what his numbers show this year. I think he's kind of struggling this year. The Mariners offense just been so potent. They swept the Guardians. They just been scoring every single time they're on the mound. I'm going to take the over 7 in the White Sox-Mariners game. Next game, we got the Rangers taking on the Astros. We got Martin Perez going up against Hunter Brown. And I really don't have too much information on Hunter Brown. I haven't seen too much film on him. But from what I hear from a couple of my buddies, he's pretty good. The Astros are going to try him starting against this Rangers team. And the Rangers is on a losing streak. They have not been hitting, haven't been pitching well at all. That's good enough for me to take the Astros on the money line. I know Martin Perez is the Rangers ace, but he is a left-hand pitching. And OPS in the last 30 days against lefties, Astros been crushing at .837, top 10, top 7 in baseball against left-handed pitching. I like the Astros at home against the Rangers. I'm gonna take Astros on the money line. Next game, we got the Guardians taking on the Royals. We got Tristan McKenzie on the mound against Brady Singer, and both these pitchers don't went up against either team twice. Tristan McKenzie done went up against his Royals team twice, and Brady Singer done went up against his Guardians team twice. And Brady Singer, the first time they lost 17-3, he gave up 4 earned runs in an early game. They relieved him, and the Royals bullpen just did not get anything done in that game. The Warriors lost 17-3, but his recent outing against the Guardians, he performed very well, better than I personally thought. And the Royals got the win 4-3. And Tristan McKenzie, the first time against his Royals team, they lost 3-1. He pitched a really good game in that one. In the next game, he pitched a way better game, phenomenal. And the Guardians won 13-1. Only thing I don't like about this is the price. We see the Guardians at just slight favorites at -130. I know they're on a losing streak, but the books is not giving us no type of no type of credit at all. No type of plus money on the Royals. I think the books think the Royals is gonna stay close in this game. And I've been doing some recent studying, especially how the way the Guardians have been playing. I cannot back them the way they've been playing. I know Tristan McKenzie on the mound, but I'm going to take a shot here. I'm going to take the Royals at +110 on a plus money. I just don't see why the Guardians are only -130. They should be at least -150, -170 in this spot. The books ain't giving them no leeway. I guess I can't neither. I'm going to take the Royals +110. Next game, we got the Tigers taking on the Angels. We got Tyler Alexander on the mound for the Tigers going up against Jose Suarez on the mound for the Angels. We got two lefties going at it. And the thing about it is these teams hit lefties right about the same OPS in the last 30 days. The Tigers at .663 and the Angels at .636. So the Tigers hitting OPS lefties the last 30 days just a slight better. They hit left-hand pitching a slight better than the Angels. And the Angels against lefties was the worst team in baseball a few weeks ago. But you see, the past few weeks, their offense been scoring. But, you know, Tigers do fare well really against lefties better than righties. I'm going to take the Tigers +1.5. I think this game is really close. I wouldn't be surprised if the Angels get the win, but I think they only win by 1. With a better price at +1.5 than the Angels on the money line, we see the Angels at almost -200, -190. I think they're going to be a big-time favorite today. I think a lot of people's going to take the Angels today. I'm going to take the Tigers +1.5. Next game, we got the Giants taking on the Dodgers. We got Logan Webb going up against Andrew Heaney. And, you know, even though Andrew Heaney is a left-hand pitcher and Giants favor lefties, they hit lefties way better than they do righties. Last time Andrew Heaney went up against his Giants team, the Dodgers still got the win. They won 8-2. He had 4 innings played, 4 hits, and only 1 earned run. He pitched really good in that game. And Logan Webb, last time he was on the mound against his Dodgers team, the Giants lost 5-1. But he pitched extremely well himself. 6 innings played, only gave up 5 hits, only gave up 1 earned run. You know, it was the Giants bullpen that gave up that game for him. And in this one, we see a high total of over 8.5. I don't see why it's that high. You know, I know Dodgers back-to-back home, they put up 9 runs and 12 runs against their last 2 games. They had 9 runs and 12 runs scored. I'm not for sure they can get another double-digit run here. I like Logan Webb to really limit this Dodgers offense, and I like Andrew Heaney to limit this Giants offense. I'm going to do an alternate total at under 9. You know, they got the over and under 8.5. I'm going to do under 9. We get a really good price for the under 9. I'm going to take this play in a couple of my parlays where I really like the under 9. But I'm going to take the under 9 in the Giants-Dodgers game. I think runs is going to be hard to come by. You know, every time these teams face each other, it's not too many runs scored. You know, these is really good pitchers on the mound. Good pitching staff both ways. Good bullpen both ways. I'm going to take the under 9 in the Giants and Dodgers game. All right, YouTube, this has been my whole slate for Monday. This has been Sports Picks with Big Zay. If y'all like what y'all see and y'all want to get a part of the money team, go ahead and subscribe. Give me a like. Give me a share. I really appreciate it. Go in the comments. Let me know if y'all hit yesterday. Let me know what y'all got for today. Y'all know we coming hard. This is a new month, baby. We got to hit Vegas for all they got. Y'all already know, man. We family in the gambling world. Y'all know I'm next goal is 500 subscribers, and after that is 1,000. I really appreciate what everybody's been doing. You know, my channel's really been climbing up there. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I apologize about last video as well. Last video kind of posted a little late. I usually do all my videos around 1 in the morning to 5 in the morning, you know, but sometimes YouTube can take a while to post my video. I'm gonna try to get this video up a little early for you guys. That way y'all can get y'all's picks in. Y'all know I want everybody to come up, baby. We family in the gambling world. God bless everybody. This has been Big Zay. Y'all take care.